What's up girls, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you are new here, hi, my name is Kirsty. I am a WBFF Pro, fitness professional and online coach. I'm here today to give you my experience of the MIRENA coil. I've had it for 3 years and I want to share with you my experience in the hopes that it helps somebody, and I hope that you can relate to this video. If you've had any experiences yourself, please do write in the question box below or the comment section below, and if you've got any questions, please do feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I just really want to help people, and if I had somebody talking to me like I'm going to talk to you today, I might have confided in that person and I may have made a different decision when it came to choosing what birth control to go for. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing you the 2 main side effects that I have experienced from the MIRENA coil, and if you are interested in those side effects, please keep on watching right till the end. The second one is a very personal subject, is a very personal side effect, so I really would love it if you left some love in the comment section below, because it's quite difficult to share with you. However, I do feel it necessary to share with you because, like I said, I want to help. If you are not interested in birth control, if you're not interested in MIRENA coil, or you're a little bit squirmy when it comes to talking about periods and the female menstrual cycle, please click away now, because this video is not for you. First of all, I am not a doctor and I am not qualified to give you medical advice. However, I am going to be sharing my own personal experience. So just in case you are unaware, there are 2 different types, I think there is 3 actually, but there are 2 types in the UK of coil that are issued as a means of birth control. So the first option is a copper coil, which doesn't contain any hormones, and the second option is called the MIRENA coil, which does contain hormones. The MIRENA coil is a T-shaped plastic device which can only be implanted by a medical professional. It's over 99% effective in preventing pregnancies, and it's said to make your periods lighter, if not stop. Once you get the IUD inserted, it's there for up to 5 years. I think the other type of coil is slightly shorter, but it's there up to 5 years, and you literally don't have to think about it until it needs to come out. The IUD seemed like a good option for me. I knew it would completely stop my periods. I wouldn't have to think about any other type of birth control, and it seemed like a very practical choice to me. I was on the combination pill for quite a few years. However, my family has history of stroke, and it was flagged by my university doctor that actually I shouldn't be on this pill because of my family history. So I was taken off the combination pill, and I actually came off birth control completely. The only reason why I was on it was because I found that it was really convenient in controlling my periods. And I wouldn't recommend doing this. This isn't something which I don't think that medical professionals would advise you to do this, but I used to have the pill where you took it and then you had a week break and then you started again, and gave yourself basically like a fake period. I would run all of the packs together. I would run multiple packs together to avoid having a period, because I was a dance student and I found them highly inconvenient. So I thought, well, there's no harm done there. I'll run all of the packs together and not have a period. So that was the reason why I was on it. The pill without estrogen wasn't great for me. It made my periods more painful. I had very irregular bleeding. I had a lot of bleeding, and it wasn't good for me. So I went back to the doctor and said, look, this isn't working for me. I know you won't give me the combination pill, but what are my other options? So the healthcare professional said to me, have you considered a coil? And I thought, right, why not give it a try? At the moment, I'm not doing very well on what I'm doing, so why not give it a try? So in summer of 2016, I had my coil implanted. I went to the nurse and I was kind of blasé about it, to be honest with you. I'm really not squeamish when it comes to smear tests or anything like that. I'm not I'm a bit of a wuss in general, but I wasn't worried at all. I went by myself. I didn't take any medication to any pain relief beforehand. I just literally just went, and I fainted midway through the procedure. Really bad faint actually, to the point where I woke up, my feet were up here, my head was down here, my feet was up here because they tipped the bed back to help me to come around again when I'd passed out. And when I woke up, my feet were still up in the air. They were still continuing to do the procedure, which took about 20 minutes. It was excruciatingly painful, to the point where it was the worst pain I've ever experienced. Bearing in mind I've not had a child, but I have had a few painful experiences, but that was the worst one. And I woke up in a pool of my own sweat. It was an awful experience that completely traumatized me, to the point where when I came out after then, I said I will never have that done again. Most people talk about the pain after the experience, and saying that's really bad as well, cramping, that sort of thing. And yes, I did have cramping and bleeding, and it was uncomfortable and sore, but it was nothing compared to the 20 minutes that I endured with it going in. So I'd take the cramping post-procedure over that. So the first negative that actually I think came about not immediately after I had it in, but a few months after I had it in, as I started to develop quite bad skin. Now, I'm not somebody who's ever suffered with acne. I've always had one or two spots, sort of as a late teen growing up. Never anything that's uncontrollable or you can't conceal it. I've never had acne. I've never had skin where it's scars and things like that. I started to experience really bad skin. So my skin isn't just bad on my face, it also started to develop on my shoulders mainly. Spots aren't spots. I wouldn't call them spots. I would almost call them like little cysts under the skin. Now I have one right here on the top of my head, and it's almost like, I mean, I've got makeup on, but it's almost like a mound, and I will get them literally either here on my cheeks or on my forehead or around my temples, literally everywhere, as well as on my shoulders and on my back as well. And I'm not somebody who has ever had that before. So if you are prone to having bad skin, like, I'm not sure what that does. Does it make it worse? Because if it does, that would be hell. So this has been awful for me, because I'm the type of person who, I like to train with no makeup on. I like to go out with no makeup on. I don't like to wear makeup day to day because I'm a fitness professional. But now this problem makes me so self-conscious that I have to wear makeup, and I have to go to my sessions, deliver my sessions with makeup on, because I feel uncomfortable. I feel underconfident, and like everyone's staring at me if I don't wear makeup. And I know I shouldn't feel that way, but my skin is so bad, it makes me stop wanting to wear, you know, no makeup or cut off tops and things. And yeah, let me just show you my shoulder as well. So on my shoulder you can see kind of where they've been. So you can see almost where they've been, and this will happen in waves, so it's not too bad at the moment, to be honest. It's not too bad, but it usually comes here on my shoulders or on my back. It's really affected me. It's affected my confidence competing, to the point where when I was competing in Las Vegas last summer, I was so upset because I had marks on my back from it. The second reason, now this is quite a personal thing to talk about, and if you are still listening, and if you listen all the way through this, please make sure that you comment in the comment section below that you are listening, because it really would mean a lot to me to know that kind of you're there. And when you see people watching, you think, oh, are they, you know, are they supportive, are they not? So if you are watching this, please do comment below, because sharing this experience is something that I want to do to help some people. So the second side effect that I have had from the MIRENA coil is extreme low mood. So extreme periods of feeling sad for absolutely no reason at all. Feeling down, feeling like crying, feeling just very overwhelmed, anxious, completely unexplainable symptoms of just feeling down. And I know in my heart this is because of my coil. Before I had my coil, I had on and off periods of anxiety without knowing about it. I also had a panic attack before. Although it was a situational panic attack, it was triggered, it wasn't unexplained. Since then, since having my coil in, my periods of low mood, my anxious feelings, my feelings of sadness are completely unexplained. They're for completely no reason. And those of you who know me will know that there's a lot of amazing things happening in my life. I have so much to be grateful for and thankful for. And when I'm feeling like this, I almost am annoyed with myself. I'm like, why am I feeling like this? I have so much to be thankful for, to love my life for. Why do I just feel down? And this happens so often. This happens so often, and I just feel sad. And feelings of sadness, low mood, depression, anxiety is also, it can be heightened and triggered by a coil, a hormonal coil. And like I said before this, the only panic attack I had was because of a certain situation, because of an event, not for no reason. And I never had anxiety I never had general anxiety or anxiety for no reason, or feelings of low mood for no reason before this. But since this, I wake up with a tight chest, I wake up with a sore jaw. Most of the time I wake up with achy jaw. I actually went to the dentist recently, and the dentist told me that I'm clenching so much, it's grinding, well, it's like ground down my teeth because I'm clenching my jaw together too much. That is from anxiety, because I sleep with my mouth completely shut and I clench so hard. I don't grind, I just clench, and that is because of anxiety. And when I got my coil in, I didn't relate it to anxiety. I didn't relate my jaw pain to anxiety. It's taken me such a long time to realise that this is the reason for this. It's taken me so long to realise, but I'm so certain that it's because of my hormonal coil. Also, if you've experienced symptoms from a coil, please do let me know in the comment section below. Please share your stories, because I would love to hear them, and I'd love to not feel alone with this one as well. Time kind of to conclude, because I've now been speaking for quite a while. I'm going to have my coil removed. I'm going to have it out, and I'm gonna make sure that I have no hormones for a while. A week's time it's going to come out, and yeah, I'm going to see how I feel then. If you think that I should document this process and talk to you a little bit about how I feel with it coming out, please do use the comment section below and let me know. I recently did a poll on Instagram asking girls their experience with the coil, so I'm going to get some of those up now. So I asked my Instagram, have you had an experience with the coil? And from all of the girls that answered, it was pretty much 50-50. 50% of people have had an experience with the coil and 50% of people haven't, roughly. All of the people that I asked, about a third of people said that they have experienced side effects. 2/3 of people said they have experienced no side effects. This is for any coil, not just the MIRENA coil. This is for the copper coil as well. And then I asked, what were the side effects from the coil, or have you had any experience with it? And I got so many, literally so many responses. And I'm just going to read some of them. Some of them were so positive. Some of them have said that they've had tummy cramps. A lot of people who have had the copper coil, this is the other type of coil, said that they have had heavier, more painful periods. That was really common. But lots of people said that they do like it as well, so very mixed experiences. Lots of people said that periods are heavier with the copper coil, the pain was worse with the copper coil. Lots of copper coil experiences, which isn't the coil that I've had experience with, so I can't kind of comment there, but I'm just telling you what I've been told. Lots of people have said to me that the coil is a really good thing for them and have had a really good experience. They've not had any issues. Many people have said to me that they've had more than one, so they've had it out and they've had it back in again. One girl said that their coil was dislodged. Another girl said that her strings had bound together so they couldn't get it out. Lots of people said uncomfortable putting it in, but other than that, okay. If you have sent in on my Instagram your experiences with the coil, thank you so much for that, because that has sparked me to record this. And on my Instagram I wrote a poll and I said, should I talk about this topic and my experience? 99% of people said yes. That was everybody pretty much. 1% said no, and safe to say that was a male. So like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm not a healthcare professional, I'm not a doctor, this is just my personal experience. If you have been helped by this video or you found this video interesting, please do leave me a comment in the comment section below. It would really mean a lot to me if you supported me. The reason why I wanted to make this video is to help people, and if this has helped you, please do let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to leave it there because I've been chatting for so long, but if you've got any questions, please do leave them for me in the comment section below as well, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.